Okay, well, all right. I'm turning this so maybe I won't get as much light reflection in it. But what I'm getting ready to do is put on my first actual in my home base topic of the day. I'm not sure I'll do one every day, but you never know, I might. But I just want to introduce myself. I'm Cheryl, for those who don't know. I'm a mother of 3, grandmother of 16 to 20, depending on if you want to count the ins and outs and whatever. Love kids. So I think like all kids, once your mother, right? Remember when we were kids and you walked in the house and you had a few of your friends with you and you all just lined up, walked through the kitchen. Hi, Mom, hi, Mom, hi, Mom, or hi, Dad, hi, Dad, hi, Dad. Something like that really is good for the soul. So what I might have left off or out is, well, I apologize for this whole light thing. I think what I'm going to have to do, and I could do that like now, but I'm not going to try to rotate. But I think I need to face my wall behind me versus, okay, this is how I was set up when I did that. You could see my little signs up here. I have never finished my walls. So, and I moved my 2 that I sleep with blankies. That was probably not, yeah, very nice. Let's see. So there's a plain solid wall behind me, but on my left and in front of me, opposite of me, there are windows and lights. So you could probably pick up on that. When I first tried this, I was facing the east picture window. So you see where I have these little tiny flecks of light between the phone and then there's the window across from me, and then if I turn this way you can see almost where the curtains and the slit in the curtains is in my lenses there. So, but if I turn this way, woohoo, look at that. Takes up almost my entire glass lenses. So I knew that wasn't going to work. So I kind of apologize that my filming is not any better than it is, or more professional, if that's what you want to call it. But I think it gets the job done and you get the message, which is the important thing. And I think I covered all 25 items that's on the bingo self-care list. This is something I found in a magazine, who knows, a decade or so ago. And I've kept it all these years. And I swapped the things out. I can think of at least 5 different things I could swap out. But I won't go into that right now. That's something that we can talk about in the comments, perhaps. I'm going to link these 2 together for a video, one video rather than making 2. And I got to get ready to go walk Fluffy. She's been patiently waiting while I've been doing this. So I hope everybody has a great Tuesday. And let me know what your plans are, what you're doing, what's going well for you. Maybe if there's not, there might, not everybody has everything that just goes perfect in life. You might be in the middle of moving. You might have broke something. You might have dropped something on your foot like I did earlier. I didn't actually drop it. I was putting it in a bag and it kind of went through the hole on the side because I was holding, the grocery store bags, 2 handles. I'm holding one up with the left hand, put the item in with the right, and I'm looking at what I'm doing on the sink, not the bag where I'm dropping the item. And so it kind of goes sideways out the hole right onto my foot. So anyway, such is life. So, but if you're having a rough day, and maybe you need some prayers, you can ask for those. It's all right. This is a community where we all want to be inclusive. We care about people, want to be like family, and praying for one another when we're not having our greatest, best days is one of the things we should ought to do, probably. Uplift, encourage, otherwise. Maybe you're not praying people. It's okay. You still care about people. You still can say good, uplifting things and encourage people otherwise. It's all good. On that note, I'm going to move on to the next video. Well, good afternoon, folks. Thank you for joining me once again. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's been raining an awful lot here. Yeah, just sipping on some milk. I just had a half a peanut butter sandwich because I'm dieting, how that is. Gotta finish my milk. Oh, by the way, look. I found this. There we go. Isn't that fun? Okay. Topic of the day was eating nutritiously. So I just had a colonoscopy recently. I had COVID back in January. Auto accident mid-March, and then we went through the poison ivy, and then the shingles. So the whole year's almost been kind of rough. But anyway, so every time we go through something, it kind of reminds us or makes us think about, are we doing what we could, should, ought to be doing to the best of our ability to take care of our health? So here we go. Cheers. At 66, yeah, I can't start any sooner, which, you know, I've started many times. It's kind of a health nut, if you know what I mean. I've been ever since, gosh, young, even early teens or earlier. I can't remember when I picked up my first candy bar, bag of chips or whatever, and started reading ingredients and such like that. So I had a weight problem after having my first child. I still retained that 4 pounds. It took me about 4 years to get rid of that 4 pounds. Have any of you went through that? Let's see what else was there. Well, it seemed like I gained more with each child, and I had each child 6 years apart. So the second one was a boy, weighed about 12 pounds, 10 pounds. I don't remember exactly, but it was a lot of pounds, more than 8 pounds. And it took me a while to get that weight off. Bless his heart, not his fault. Right? And then the last one, the third one, was not quite as big or large. It was a girl, but I had difficulties. He had ended up having a C-section. I'm not going to tell you the whole story. Just suffice it to say, emergency C-section. It was pretty rough, and we don't need to go into details about what happened there and what happened after and how messed up I was. Put it this way, I was on a couple of I don't know if you want to call them like pain pills, tranquilizer type things, just to get through. And on the second or third, fourth day, I don't remember how many days exactly, it might have only been a couple days, I went to my son's kindergarten graduation. And the lady there, who was the nurse that almost ended up delivering him, I think it was, saw me there, and she nudged me and she says, kind of pushing it there, aren't you? Normally I would have been like, but yeah, I was rough. It was rough. And getting in the car to leave to go to the graduation was rough, because I was sliding into the seat very carefully, back seat. I think it was station wagon, I'm not sure. But the gentleman helping me in shut the car door on my hand and my fingers while they were still up here. So good thing I had that medication. It got me through everything that day. Thank God. Anyway, so now fast forward, let's skip all this other stuff, but let's just get down to today. I was reviewing this list that I have had made. It's kind of a mess right now because I've been circling and checking things off, and you can see I've done this a half a dozen times over the years. But basically what it is, it's a bingo, 5 across, 5 down, self-care checklist. And I'm going to read these off to you, and you can put these in any order you like, or I can read them down in each row. It doesn't matter. And I might throw some out and add a couple of my own in, because, you know, we're all individuals and we face individual things, and so not everything stays the same, right? I'm going to talk so much I'm going to forget to finish my milk, and it's going to get warm, and then I'll fall asleep. It's not our goal. So, okay, I'm trying to see how I can get the light out of my glasses in the meantime. I know that's distracting. So here we go. One is work on a hobby. Another is, I want to see if I can find some of those that are somewhat related. Draw or color a picture. Listen to music. Your most important ones we do every day. Drink water, take a nap. Find 15 minutes to just be still. That's an end of a day thing. Or unless you shower in the morning, and then it's a How about we take a bath or shower at some point in the day? There was a time when I was coming out of a car wreck, or it was a back-to-back almost car accident, and I had to shower probably about 5 times a day because it was the heat of the shower that actually could get me, my muscles, relaxed and loosened up enough that I could go do things that I needed to do, only I still couldn't really do a lot yet at that time. So, did I mention listening to music, take a walk, get a massage, or if you can't get out and get a massage, do some mild yoga stretches. I don't know how many you're into yoga and meditation, but just some certain stretches. If you don't overstretch, they will stimulate your lymph system, which is what massage does also. And it will stretch your muscles and ligaments, but don't overstretch because that's bad also. So there's that one. Oh, if you have pets, play with your pets or someone else's animals. Eat your 3 meals a day. That's very important. And if you can't eat a lot, say if you're dieting or you're older, or you're maybe in your sensine years, so you want to make sure whatever you do eat for those 3 meals is the most healthiest food you can get. And if you're like some people who burn a lot of energy, stay small, have a fast metabolism, shoot, you can have a couple snacks. Just maybe make sure they're fruit and veggies before you eat like junk food, cake, sugar, candy, pies, cookies, etc. I'm trying to think of all the things I used to do that I should not be doing. At the end of the day, you could keep a gratitude journal and write down all the best things that happened that day or week or whatever. Like maybe you forgot a day, so you might have to do 2 days. Watch your favorite movie. Take time out and watch a favorite movie. I'm assuming since this is bingo and it's 5 across and 5 down, it would cover 5 days of the week or an entire week. You don't have to try to do these all in one day, So I think that was the gist of it. Write in a journal. Do you keep a journal otherwise? If you're traveling, you might keep a travel journal. You might keep journals for your children, say all their milestones, graduations, proms, their first dances in grade school or junior high even. There's a lot of things you can note about your children. Maybe have a journal per child. Like, when they're born, we have baby books per baby. Not all of us and not every baby, but we do our best to have something that we make notes in. Oh, once in a while, sleep in late. Yes, sleep in late. Took me a long time to get used to that one. Get a mani and or a pedi. Yes. Matter of fact, you could take 1 day in 1 week out of that month and just go get a mani, a pedi, a massage. Maybe you can go get your hair done, which isn't on my list, but should be. It doesn't hurt once every at least 3 months to go get your hair trimmed or styled different or something like that. It gives you a lift, a boost in mood. Of course, if you're a guy, you might want to shave. There might be times you let your hair grow out. You might want a beard. You might want sideburns. Everybody's different. So just some personal grooming time. Let's see. Spend 30 minutes completely unplugged from all your electronics. So this could be while you're eating a meal. It could be while you're watching your favorite movie, except for that's still kind of plugged in. Playing games. How about good old-fashioned board games and card games with family or friends? Or marbles. When's the last time we played marbles? What are some of those games we played back when our youth that don't require electricity? Solitaire. Game card solitaire. Shoot, I know we used to play solitaire for an hour on end sometimes. My grandmother taught me at least 5 different ways of playing solitaire. Pretty fun. And if anybody out there knows how to play midnight baseball solitaire, please refresh my memory. I loved that game when I was a kid. Call a friend. No texting, no messaging, no Snapchat. If you want, you can start with that. Just lightly, beginning of the day, end of the day, but maybe sometime in the middle of the day. Actually call a friend, a family member, someone you just met through church, school, job, group of some sort, say like a writer's group or the book club. There are many things. Chess. What are some of the things that they did back in the day? And I'll tell you what, I bought that fun, but I haven't got to give it to anyone yet. I bought it for the grandsons for either birthdays or Christmas. Then I never got to give it to them because I couldn't decide. There were more grandsons than there were marshmallow guns. Have you seen the little marshmallow rifles? Mini marshmallows, you put them in this little rifle and you shoot mini marshmallows at each other. Yep. Maybe we'll do that this Christmas. That would be fun. Okay, so want some ambiance? Something to relax by those 15 minutes that you're not going to do anything? Light a candle. If you don't want to light a real candle, you could get one of these other candles. You could get solar candles, put them in a window, let them absorb the sun, and then just put them wherever you want them in the house. And just relax. That's another thing you could pair up with your 15 minutes. I was going to say something else. The battery operated candles. I have at least 2 or 3 of those, I think. Let's see. Oh, here's a fun one. Do you play instruments? Yes, play an instrument. And it's not hard. If you don't think you're talented and you can't play an instrument and you don't have an instrument, all right, so what? Yeah, buy yourself a tambourine. It doesn't take much to play a tambourine. Remember when we were kids, we loved harmonicas. We like to take a little spoon and tap on glasses. Same glasses, only varied heights of water in those glasses, and make like a xylophone. That was fun stuff. You could get marachis, you could get, I'm trying to think of what they're called. The little egg and round and square shaped shakers. I think you know what I mean. I have like a bracelet with bells on it, so jingle bells. That's fun. I'm trying to think of what else I might have. It's been so long. I haven't done anything for so long. I really need to get back to music. I really miss it. My keyboard broke down, so I don't even have my keyboard. I haven't played a piano keyboard in so long I probably can't anymore. Oh, okay, back to the list. I am, sorry, drifting here. So have I mentioned 25 things yet? Let's see. Hobby, water, nap, yoga, massage. I can't even read this. Oh, take a bath or shower. Oh, did you take 15 minutes to 30 minutes just to spend some time outdoors? You don't even have to do anything. Sit on the porch step. Walk out. Sit on the back end of your vehicle in your driveway. What else could you do? Walk a park. If you live near a park, walk to the park first. And walk the park and walk home. And that's a good almost hour depending on where you live and how the track or whatever set up at your park. Let's see, play with animals, listen to music, take a walk, read a book. Did I already say read a book? Did I leave read a book out? Read a book. Any kind of book. Tell me what your favorite books are. Oh, here's one I think I definitely left out. And you can see I didn't put much on today. Makeup. More for the girls than the boys probably. But hey, some of us need a little evening out of the skin. Flesh the skin tones, you know, out and stuff. I have a spot right here where a dog got me many years ago. I have to keep it moisturized, and then sometimes it gets dry and it'll get dark, and then I have to put something on it. Yep. And we did a movie, 30 minutes unplugged, call friend, family, or someone else, exercise. Oh, how often do you ever visit your neighbors? You could drop one of these out and put this in. Visit a neighbor, drop off some muffins, or see if they need a ride to the store. Especially if they're senior neighbors, they might need help of some sort. Maybe pulling weeds out of the flower bed. Write a journal, sleep in late, get a mani-pedi, candle, play. I think I've covered everything. So what do you think of the list? Tell me what you think about the list, and if there's anything you would drop off, anything that you might recommend and replacing it with. That way you can rotate that out. 5 things a day, 5 days a week. Take 2 days off. Come up with another list for another week. Rotate every other week. Like maybe you want to go on a mini vacay, maybe something sports-wise. Maybe you want to do something like that. Just don't do anything that's going to injure you, because it's self-care, not wild health care. Anyway, but that was my message for today. And I wish you all a wonderful day. God bless. And sorry, my visual's not much better than it is, but I just want to say I love you all and thank you for coming to visit me and my channel and liking or subscribing or commenting. I appreciate all that you do. And you have a great day. Cheers.